Bismillah. So this is an interactive session. And again, brothers and sisters, we're going to do this session again tomorrow after Sheikh Farhan Zubairi's religious session. So again, 1 hour for the religious session or 45 minutes and another hour for the tutorial. And we'll continue to do this. We have plenty of time. We have the e-wallet. We have packages. As you can see, MashaAllah, Nusuk posted some of the packages supported by Dar es Salaam, or some of them are not supported by Dar es Salaam, and there's the service providers that are working. Alhamdulillah, we have 14 service providers, and there's only five service providers with 29 packages that were posted. Okay, so remember, we have plenty of time. No need for panic. If you're still under verification, it's perfectly fine as well. All right. But the first thing I would like everyone to do, please don't post any questions about the difference. I'm going to go over that. Okay. Let's keep the line. Let's see if we can all, inshallah, help each other and follow instructions with the chat. The chat is for interaction. Okay. I guess I'm going to pause it. All right. All right. Excellent. All right. So what I want from everyone to do now is log into your Nusuk. I want everyone to log in with me on Nusuk, inshallah. I'm going to share my screen, and I would like everyone to log in on Nusuk. And again, please, for the chat, I'm sorry, I'm opening it again because I want to ask you questions and I would like you to interact with me, but please do not post any questions about shifting means and Arafat transportation and Muzdalifah and VIP and luxury. We're going to talk about all of that in due time, inshallah. All right. So brothers and sisters, can you please log into your Nusuk? And I will do the same. All right. Chat. Everyone on their Nusuk, or they're still waiting for OTP? I'm still waiting for OTP. And remember, by the way, brothers and sisters, that happened a lot. Okay. You can wait for the OTP. There could be an error. We can log off. We can log on again. We can try incognito. But again, there is no time of the essence here. Okay. There is nothing that we need to do except the fact that we just need to be verified and we need to start testing the e-wallet. Okay. Inshallah, this is very important. Okay. Yes, I'm seeing it's taking time. I guess we're keeping it off. Again, please, questions about DS and what is the code? This is not the time for it now. We're talking about, let's log in to our Nusuk. Is everyone in? I finally got my OTP. See, it takes some time. Okay. Alhamdulillah, that's great, Brother Saad. You deposited the e-wallet. That's great. All right. All right, so I am in as well. Can you see my screen? Perfect. All right, so brothers and sisters, what's happening now is that we need to identify a few things. If you are verified, and by the way, brothers and sisters, if you see any personal information of mine, that's not a big deal. It's not an issue. I don't mind, inshallah. My profile, I am verified. Okay, I go back to the dashboard. Now remember, for the dashboard purposes, I'll get to that, Brother Tahir. I'm going to get to that. I swear to you, wallahi. Okay. There has to always be one preferred package. So remember, if you don't have one there or you're removing all the preferred packages, the last one or the first one you had was just going to stay there. You just have to have one there. Okay. So what's very important here is if you're seeing this area, this right here, if you're seeing this and it says, please select category, you need to click and select the category for your e-wallet to be activated. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? So if you have a preference here, this is just I guess a space holder, right? It's non-binding. Okay, it's non-binding. So you have to have some kind of package here as a preference, but it's not binding. You're not buying this one. It's just basically just a placeholder. Okay, it just says preferred category. Yes, so it's a preferred category. Thank you, brother. So it's a preferred category, but you need to have it for your e-wallet to be active. Okay. If you're still under verification, brother Hani, don't worry. They'll get to you soon, but at least you can benefit from this session, inshallah. Don't worry about it. So we need a category or a package. A category is sufficient. Category, Sister Margaret, is sufficient. Doesn't have to be a package. It can be changed, yeah, constantly. You can change it until the time of purchase. You can change it anytime you like. You can play around with it. You can change it multiple times. All right. So you don't have to worry about that. So here we are. This is our dashboard, right? Now we have the package. We have our e-wallet. We top up. When we click on the e-wallet, if you have your e-wallet open, you're going to go in, you're going to activate now. You're going to enter a credit card or a bank transfer. Okay. If you're having issues with your credit card, just know that you can you maybe log off, try again with the incognito, or try multiple credit cards. If it's an issue that it's blocking the credit card, then what's going to happen is that you need to contact your bank to ensure that there is no block. Okay? Brothers and sisters, do not post any questions, please. Just allow me to walk you through the process and then just let's engage. All right? You can definitely use a credit card. You can use a debit card, but remember, as you can see here, it is MasterCard or Visa only. And then you can do bank transfers. And by the way, if you are in many of the countries that we're serving, inshallah, cash centers are not available. Okay. So if I click on cash center, the first thing it's going to say is a cash collection center is chosen as the payment method, and it says no service center in your country. Okay. You can pay in one of our centers around the world. So let's see where the centers are. There are no centers. Let's see. I think in Australia, there's no data available. Let's try United States. No data available. Mexico, no data available. Canada, no data available. United Kingdom, no data available. So I think it's safe to assume that this is not an option for us. So we enter the credit card information, you enter the balance, and you're going to review here. Remember, this is something new from that wasn't there last year, and that is the fee now, if you want to get a refund or withdraw, is 2.3% versus last year 1.5 plus the VAT. So the VAT is 15% of 2.3%. So I would say total, let's say you put up, that's why we're saying not to put too much money into the e-wallet above the package you're looking for. But if you do, you have to remember the refund is a processing fee of 2.3% plus the 15% of 2.3, which comes to about 2.645. So 2.65 of the amount. Does that make sense? So 2.65. So let's say, for instance, you choose a package that's 60,000 reals and you had 70,000 reals in there. So you will be penalized 265 reals, which is essentially about 80 US dollars. So that's really essentially what that means. Now, God forbid, of course, you don't get any Hajj. We'll talk about that as well, but there shouldn't be any reason that will happen this year. Does that make sense, brothers and sisters? Are we clear on the process of credit card and the withdrawal fee? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And of course, the bank transfer, you get the IBAN and you speak to your bank. Now, remember, you need to be a little proactive with the bank transfer, provide them the IBAN and provide them all this information and be a little persistent. Some of them might not know how to have used IBANs before, but this is the process. Okay. This is really, and if you do have money that's topped up from last year, that is absolutely wonderful. That's great. Credit card versus debit card. Again, that is up to you. But here's a cool thing, right? So we're going to go through this together again. Okay. Make use of this Hajj AI bot that we've created a little bit. And of course, we're still working on it. We're still improving it as best as we can. But you know what? I can ask this question. So Sister Sana is asking, do you recommend credit card versus debit? Right? So we'll write, do you? We'll give it a second to review. There we go. So based on the provided context, here are the key considerations. Credit cards offer better fraud protection and rewards cash back. No direct link to your credit card, your bank. Many cards offer travel benefits. Debit cards, good option if you prefer not to use credit. Refunds return directly to your account. And some cards like Charles Schwab offer no foreign transaction fees. So I would say the concern here with debit cards is that you would probably be charged foreign transaction fees unless your bank does not provide you foreign transaction fee. Okay. How much to begin with? So to test it, I always recommend, because if you say 10 reals or 50 reals or 100 reals, your credit card might just go through. So I would recommend testing it out with 1,000 reals. Is everyone clear on what we recommend in terms of how you want to test it? 1,000 reals. Yes? 1,000 reals is the one we test. Okay. And that is for the whole account. It can be 10, eight people or 5 people. It doesn't matter. 1,000 reals to try it out. And then we're going to walk over to the next step. So while we're talking here, if you haven't tested the EWallet yet, please do so, okay? And here, even the AI bot will ask you, let's say, what credit card do you suggest in USA, okay? If it says message to call customer service, I think the best thing to do is contact your bank. That is the most important thing, because that means check with your bank, inshallah, all right? Now, remember, brothers and sisters, again, make use of this. This is very beneficial. See it here again, based on the context for US travelers, Chase Sapphire, because there's no transaction fees and so on and so forth. And we've discussed this before, right? Brothers and sisters, I know there's no rush. I personally have been trying for 3 years, so please try to breathe and listen to Brother Ahmed. Trust me, he'll go over everything when the time is right. Jazakumullah khair, Brother Sam, and thank you for the trust. And yes, we are going to go everything slowly together, okay? Don't worry about the help, inshallah. We're going to open up the peer-to-peer chat. And then, mashallah, our beloved support team is also going to help. Or, mashallah, we're grateful for them and volunteering their time for this, inshallah. Why 1,000 Saudi riyals to test wallet, not less? The reason being is if you made the intention to go to Hajj, 1,000 is a very small amount, but 1,000 is enough to test your credit card that it doesn't decline, right? 50 reals, $1, $10 might go around, right? But anyways, so again, remember to use this Canada credit card, right? It'll tell you all of this, right? You can actually do several charges. You can do different credit cards here, Scotia Bank, $150 annual fee, Home Trust Visa, so on and so forth. All right. I'm going to pause the chat for a bit. Now, we've discussed this. We've spoken about this in terms of the process of the e-wallet. We've spoken on how to do it. We can have questions through the Hajj Guide AI. We know how to do these transfers, and we'll do this again tomorrow, by the way. So if you're not able to do it, inshallah, we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll go over it again tomorrow, and we're going to go over it next week again. So we're going to do another session maybe Monday night and possibly Wednesday night. We're going to do multiple sessions, so don't worry. We'll advertise them in our Telegram group, inshallah. Okay? Now, the next step I would like you to do is we're going to look at the packages. All right? Bismillah. As you can see, there is, they just added a 30th one. So there was, I believe, 29, and now there is 30. So there's a little difference. It's a little different this year than last year. Last year, I believe, there's a Fly NAS package that just showed up. Last year, most of the packages, or the packages that we were supporting, had a code that says DS or DST. If you don't see the packages, then you're probably under verification, or you have not chosen a preferred package right here. Okay, so make sure you choose a preferred package. You'll be able to see it. But if you're under verification, or a family member is under verification, then Brother Hazim, we only have about 5 or 6 packages. I'm going to show you a lot of them right now. Please be patient, okay? So again, remember dashboard, packages. So when you go into the packages, last year you were able to search here by DS or DST, and all the packages will come. Unfortunately, this year, I believe only Sira Mawasim has the code DS. Al Borj will not have it, and Jamil will not have it. Again, we'll speak about the Saudiya Kidan Al Mina Towers package later. Okay, so brothers and sisters, if you're thinking about the VIP package, South Saudia, Kidana Towers, of course, we'll discuss that later, inshallah. We're discussing now the current platform here. The other program also is going to be Saudia. It's also through Nusuk, inshallah, but there is a different process for it, inshallah. So again, remember, the best thing to do is we're going to show you how to choose the package in a different way. And I'm going to share with you now. Bismillah. So just so you know, like we did last year, this is the type of sheet that we're going to send you that discusses every single package. And I'm going to go through all of this now, and not to the extent that you don't even have to search anymore. You're just going to come and click on, look at this. So there's going to be a URL for every single package that we have, are we supporting. You're going to click on it and it'll direct you right away. Well, now it's directing us because it's this, but it will direct you. One moment, please. All right. I can actually take a copy of this link and then put it on here, and it will take me directly to the package that I wanted to choose, which is MAWDS Essentials Mecca. Now, again, this is a draft at the moment. We're going to create more and more of it once we have all the packages out, but this is intended to show you how this is done, okay? All right. So, brothers and sisters, this will be shared once the packages are all out. Okay, so not to avoid confusion, ideally, again, this is a draft. Again, it'll show all the mashayikh, the leaders, the institutions, mashallah, Sheikh Yasser Bajaz, Sheikh Hussein Musa, and every program, Dr. Haifat Yunus, Jannah Institute, right? Sheikh Muntasir, Sheikh Omar Hidrouk, Sheikh Muntasir from Qalam, and Dr. Omar Suleiman from Maghrib, and so on and so forth, right? So we go through all these packages, and you can even bookmark what you have. The first thing I want you to do now to make it a little easier for yourself, if we're planning on choosing packages that are supported by Dar es Salaam and their partner institutions, well, the first thing I want you to do is search for a package, type in DS for now, because Sira Mawasim has about a couple of packages. Has everyone searched here for DS? Yes? Excellent. And what I would like you to do is heart all the 4 DS MAWDS essential packages. Okay. So in the packages, instead of doing filters, what I want you to do is click on the hearts of the 4 that you see as DS. If you already did that, that's excellent. MashaAllah. That's awesome. The reason why I'm asking you to do that is that we're going to limit our view so we don't get overwhelmed when we have 400 packages. Okay. And so then we can see them when we do a filter when it says view preferred packages only. Okay, so I'm gonna do for view preferred packages only. So right at this time, we have these current 4 packages. All right. DS, again, you can search here in the preferred folder in this tab, which is packages. Packages. Okay. Choose your preferred package. Type in here DS. Is that clear, guys? Okay. And then you're going to do the heart. See that? Okay. These are the 4 that I can show you now because the rest of the packages for Al Burj and Abdul Latif Jamil are not there yet. But I can tell you now, inshallah, that once you see the packages, we're going to have, with our partner institutions, yes, harden all of them. Correct. Yes, Brother Hazem. So we're going to do these for now, and then we're going to continue. So when I send in the group, in the Telegram group, please heart these links. Then we're going to heart them. So when we go over them together, we have the full picture, right? We have, 9 packages through El Borj. We have approximately 7 packages through Sira Mawasim, and we have about 9 for Abdul Latif Jamil. So right now, what we're seeing, so based on, I think you should be able to type in. They all exclude flights. Yeah, we haven't spoken about flights yet. We're going to go through that now, inshallah. But let's first make sure that we all did the preferred. So now we've preferred our packages. It should let you hard it. No worries. We'll go over that, inshallah. But again, if we hard it, now the easiest way so we don't have to go through all these filter packages and figure it out. But again, remember the mina camps are here. Majalal Cap Shmaisam, Camp 38. There's also the Kidana Al Wadi Tower. A lot of this is all here. And so to avoid all of this confusion, what we do is we make sure that you have the links. You either bookmark them, you'll have this sheet to go over once it's finalized. And then the simple thing is, because I hearted those 4 packages, I'm going to click on View Preferred Packages Only, and it will show me all the packages that I've hearted. Okay, and these are the 4 packages. Is that clear? Oh, yes, of course. You're going to get the spreadsheet before the packages are sold or for sale. For sure, you're going to get it. Yes, for sure. You're going to get all this information. Trust me, brothers and sisters. We have a process. Trust the process. And take a deep breath, relax. There's really nothing for you to worry about or panic. So now I have the 4. So I'm not overwhelmed in seeing the 400 that's going to eventually come out. I'm going to see the ones that I favor. And then I'm going to start filtering through the price point. I first need to figure out what my price point is, what my budget is. And the great thing, alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, with the support of all our institutions, our mashayikh, alhamdulillah, we have packages from standard, premium, and luxury, and the VIP luxury for Kidan. So now what we can speak about is, Bismillah, mashallah, the most economic package is going to be the essential, the MAW, which is Mawasim, DS essential. And there's a MAK, and there's another one that's going to show, which is MED, which is Medina. So Mecca means it starts first in Mecca, MED starts in Medina first, and then there's going to be a global package called Global. You're going to see that also after. A lot of the packages that you're showing coming up now, most of them are global because they're probably easier to upload, but Nusuk, inshallah, is working through that bi'idhnillah. Okay? So now, MAWDS Essential Mecca. Let's talk about what you're seeing here on this screen. You're seeing the name, MAWDS Essential, okay? MAWDS Silver, and so on and so forth. That is the program name, okay? I'm going to pause the chat for a sec so I can have some time to explain this. Is that okay? And then you're going to see the company name. So right now, we're able to see the Sierra Group Holding packages. What I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to take another example out here. And I'm going to search for Al-Burj, ALBURJ. You're going to see them all numbered, but there's only one that they have currently. So I'm going to add the Al-Burj one, but I have to clear my preferred first, by the way. That's why you won't be able to see it. So let me see if I can get Al-Burj in here. Is it not showing? Bear with me, brothers and sisters. There we go. Okay. So let's try again now. I guess it was removed. Let's see if we can do it manually. Interesting. Okay, so they probably refreshed it. But hey, I just found something different, which is the DS Essential Global Map. This is the global one that we wanted to look at. So now we have the DS. Let's do it again. We have the 4 packages, DS Essential Mecca, DS Essential Global Mecca, DS Silver, DS Gold. And there's plenty more, by the way, brothers and sisters. And we're going to discuss that, inshallah, shortly. So now let's go back and look at, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm excited as you are as well. So the name of the program. So let's do this. Name of the program. If it's preferred, there's the heart here. Preferred package doesn't mean that you have to buy it. You can do a whole list. Then the name of the company, the service provider. Okay, remember, there is no Dar es Salaam in this, right? It's Nusuk and the service providers, and Dar es Salaam is fortunate to support the service providers, inshallah, along with our esteemed institutions Qalam Institute, Islamic Institute of Knowledge, Al Maghrib Institute, Fifth Pillar, through with Imam Majid in Abdul Latif Jamil, Miftah Institute in also in Abdul Latif Jamil. You also have Al Maghrib, like we mentioned, Qalam, Jannah Institute, Institute of Knowledge with Sira, Hidayah Institute in Sira, Sheikh Yasir Qadi in Sira, Imam Majid and Fifth Pillar in Abdul Latif Jamil, and Miftah Institute in Abdul Latif Jamil as well. You've seen these flyers, but we're also going to send you this again and again and again. Don't worry. So we have this. Now, so there's one change from last year, and I apologize because there's confusion because when we kept saying custom package, custom flights, that was the terminology that was used last year for custom flights when you're purchasing custom flights on packages that had airline or didn't have airline, and you can choose it. This year is a little different than last year. Okay, what happened this year? What happened is that Nusuk decided, and well, and for good reason, to have package specifically just with airlines, and then packages that are going to be considered, now they call them they call them a little differently. They call them now public packages. So the custom packages now means that they're customized to certain nationalities or certain gateways or certain flights. So they're custom packages, meaning they're basically group flights. So custom packages equals group flights. Group flights equals custom packages. Public packages equals custom from last year, which is public packages means any of the 126 countries can purchase it, and that comes at the second phase. All right. So, brothers and sisters, do we understand the difference between custom packages and public packages? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get to know it as well. So, custom packages have flights from different gateways or different countries, and they're specific to with flights. So, custom packages have flights. Custom packages have flights. Custom packages have group flights. Public packages don't have flights, and you have to purchase it through the platform, still on Nusuk, through Al Musafir. Okay, and they open phase 2. Okay, anticipated first one, which is custom packages that have gateways and country-specific flights, that is anticipated for February 9th. And February 14 will be the public packages that are public. Public meaning they're open to all countries. Okay, what is MAW? MAW is Mawasim, Sira Mawasim. Sira Mawasim is the company, Sira Holding. They're called Mawasim. Disregard the name. Don't worry about the name. Okay. So are we clear on what is custom package and public package? Any still confusion? Thank you, Sister Sarah. Yes, phase 1, you're only able to see the custom packages. Excellent. And I apologize. I mean, they changed the words a bit, but alhamdulillah, it's easy to adjust. All right. So now we spoke about, let's see. DS means Dar es Salaam. That is correct. I'm sorry. What is Musafir? Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to Musafir. We'll get to flights right now. Let's just go over the definitions and the terminologies. Okay. So again, we spoke about here the custom packages. Now, the second thing is Majar al-Kabsh. What camp? What you're going to see now is 2. Al-Ma'isam camp. You're not going to see Kidana Towers yet. Okay, so we'll talk about those later. Those are the luxury packages that are not showing yet. You have Ma'isam camp and Majar al-Kabsh camp. And the difference you'll find between them is roughly 5,000 riyals, just so you know. That's the only difference that Nusuk and the ministry has made clear to the service providers. That would be the price difference, is very common. And then it tells you the duration of the package, 14 days. Then the category. You have a luxury shifting. Luxury doesn't, if it doesn't say shifting, then it's non-shifting, means you have the hotel in front of the haram during the mash'ar of Hajj. If it's shifting, you leave your hotel next to the haram and go straight to the mash'ar or the manasik, Mina and Arafat, and you have an accommodation in the Aziziyah apartment area during your stay in. So shifting is you shift, basically. You're shifting from one hotel to one hotel, or one hotel to one building. And non-shifting is you stay in one area. Non-shifting doesn't necessarily mean you're in front of the haram directly. It's just that you're not moving. Once you get to Mecca, okay? So brothers and sisters, I'm going to ask this question. So do we all understand the difference between shifting and non-shifting? Shifting means I went to a hotel or a place in Mecca, and I moved from one place to another. Non-shifting means I entered Mecca, I stayed in one location, and I stayed through this whole location until I finish Hajj. Is that clear? Awesome. And again, when in doubt, you can ask Abdul Hakim, which is hajjguide.ai. All right. And that's it. Um, Global doesn't mean it's just a name, right? Global means it's public packages. That's what they named it. So everyone is going to name different names, but don't confuse yourself with it, inshallah. All right. Then we haven't gotten to the airlines yet. Okay. Again, public, you have to book flights. I'll show it to you. Custom packages have flights already built in. Now, again, we spoke now about luxury shifting. Now there's zones. Zone A is in front of the Jamar, in front of the Haram, sorry. So zone A is in front of the Haram. Zone M, now we can go here. Bismillah. Go to dashboard. Bear with me, please. Here we go. If we go to packages here without logging in, you'll get to see some details here. All right, let me just delete all this stuff. Okay. If you notice here, these are the categories and these are the zones. Here you go. A is right inside the haram. So any program, hypothetically, there could be a luxury, but the luxury actually is going to be connected to A, right? Standard will be M. So M is by the mashar, near the sacred mashar sites. So if you're an M, then this is where you're staying. So for instance, the standard package that is about 27,000 riyals is accommodated here during their stay in Mecca. They're not coming here at all, regardless if they're non-shifting. They're staying here for the time they're staying in Mecca. A is here, B is here. Again, let me send you this link. Let me post. Sorry. Just to give you some consideration and understanding of what A, B, and C looks like, and that's the differences for the hotels. All right. So let's go back. Now this resets. So I'm going to go and choose. Here we go. See muscle memory, guys. View preferred packages. I see the view preferred. And here I am again, right? So now what we did is we spoke about the name, the company name, or the service provider, the type of program. Custom packages means there's airlines already, and it's going to show phase one. The type of camp, Majority Capture Ma'isam. Majority Capture is the one in front of the Jamarat and Ma'isam. And again, Kidana Mina Towers is at a later time we're going to speak about. The duration, type of category, luxury shifting or luxury. If it's blank, it's non-shifting. Standard means they're in zone M. Zone A is in front of the Jamarat, the hotel. And of course, this obviously shows how many likes, I guess. And the starting package price is right here. And the starting price excludes, as you see, excluding flights, but it does include the VAT. So you'll see it now and it breaks down. All right. So brothers and sisters, are we clear on this? We're going to go in now and look at the programs, look at how we select the package, the occupancy, and then we're going to look at the flights and the flight options. Remember, brothers and sisters, we have, let's say here, if we're looking at it, 7 and 7, 14, and probably 9, about 23 packages. And if you're going to look here, signature A is going to have, inshallah, if it shows the gateways, it's going to be New York, Houston, Dallas, Chicago, Washington Dulles Airport. Executive programs, A and B is going to have Houston, New York, Dallas, Chicago, Los Angeles, London, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, and Toronto. Deluxe A and B is going to have New York, Washington, Chicago. All gateways are available. All price categories are available, alhamdulillah. So the service providers have done a wonderful job working with us on supporting all the institutions, all the gateways as best as we can. Now, of course, not every single package is going to have every single gateway, but alhamdulillah, these are all the gateways that we are able to work with, alhamdulillah. London, Dallas, Toronto, I mean, you name it, they're all there. Bismillah, mashallah. We did add at the end, I think Miami. We'll see if Miami comes out. Maybe a few seats. We'll see how that goes, inshallah. So, brothers and sisters, are we clear on that step, which is the packages and how to view and read the pictures? Crystal, mashallah. Thank you. Oh, that's very rewarding. Thank you. All right. Kidana, we'll talk about Kidana. Don't worry. So if you put in your registration or interest in the Kidana, we're gonna have a session separately for that. We don't want to there is Boston. There is Boston. There is Boston. Where's Boston? BOS. BOS. Huh. Did I miss writing it? I think I may have missed writing it, so my apologies, brothers and sisters. There is a Boston. So remember, again, this is still something that we're developing. The team is still developing, but we are going to have Boston, inshallah. Okay? So again, brothers and sisters, you can play this. Unfortunately, no SFO, but you can travel from LAX, inshallah. And there's whatever you see is there. Toronto is Canada. Yes, YYZ. YYZ is there. Okay. Unfortunately, Detroit is not there. Yeah. So what you see, brothers and sisters, is what it is at the moment. Okay. Um, DC airport is IAD, I believe. So again, we'll go over this. There is packages from LAX as well, but let's talk about what we have. There is a UK option for Dr. Omar Suleiman, which is London, LHR, but that is all three programs. So with Dr. Omar Suleiman and Al Maghrib Institute, they all are together. They will serve all the Hujjaj. They are Al Burj 13 premium shifting, 14 premium shifting, and 15. But with Dr. Omar Suleiman, it's the Major Al Kabsh package, and the rest is Al Ma'isam package. But you will have access to him the full duration of Hajj, with exception of the few days of Mash'ar. All right. Um, all right. So let's move on. Again, this is all a draft. Until you see it on Nusuk, it doesn't mean anything, but I'm just giving you an example of how it's gonna look and how much work that was put into this. Bismillah, mashallah, the team has done a phenomenal job trying to accommodate as many people as possible. Again, the program is gonna show the in and out, how many Mecca, how many Medina, the shuttle service if there is any, the train service or bus service if we're going from Mecca to Medina, if there is Udhiyah or not, the occupancy is a double, triple, and quad, and the available space. So we're talking about all of that. We're not going to speak about US quotas and all these things today. We're just talking about the tutorial. You can access this spreadsheet when all the packages are posted on Nusuk. The moment they are all posted, we will share this sheet with everyone on our Telegram group. Is that clear, brothers and sisters? So, brothers and sisters, what is going to happen? How are we going to share this spreadsheet, brothers and sisters? Can someone tell me? Just to help everyone remind. Telegram. When are we going to post it? Once all the packages are released. Jazakumullah khair. And if a gateway is not there, please, you don't have to ask it. It's not there, and then it's not there. So you might even have to book the closest one, right? Closest gateway, or you can choose the public packages when they become public. So that is a choice and a decision you have to make, inshallah. Okay? All right, so let's move on to the next phase because we have about 15 minutes. All right, so now let's decide we want to choose the DS Gold. All right, I want the DS Gold, so I'm going to click on DS Gold and it opens this package. It walks you through the program, package overview, luxury, zone A, 11 days, Majorly Capture Camp from so it's 8 nights in Mecca, 3 nights in Medina. We have 31 May to 3rd June in hotel in Anwar al-Medina Movenpick, and 3rd June to the 11th June during the Mash'ar. 4th, of course, until the 9th in Majar al-Kapsh. Transportation, it defines all the transportation, package services, all the information for the package service. We're going to go through this in extreme detail again, by the way, brothers and sisters. This is more of just to kind of give you a overview tutorial. Take a deep breath, be calm, do not panic, but we're going to speak about every single package services and the inclusions and the exclusions when all the packages are out. This is something that gives you some training because you obviously don't have the full picture. And obviously, we cannot say how much you should put in your e-wallet because all the packages are not out yet. So when those packages are all out, then we can start talking about all the details. But this is a general guideline, what the services are. I know many people are going to ask, well, how about the Zamzam and how about the Otahi? How about the Quran and what about the umbrellas and how about the SIM cards? We're going to talk about those later, inshallah. Don't worry. We got you covered on that. All right. So, brothers and sisters, what are we agreeing on? We're not speaking about all these intricate details yet. We're just basically getting an overview. Is that correct? Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair for your trust. And I promise you, we'll go through all of it. Okay. But this is more just developing a muscle memory. Again, Toronto is the only option that we have. Okay. Don't worry. You don't have to be lost. It's okay. It's recorded and we can do it again. So, sister, Sister Nuzat, please attend the tomorrow's session, right? Again, muscle memory. It's going to help you. So just watch it. Don't be lost. We're going to be with you. We're walking you all every step of the way. Okay. All right. So again, we're looking at the package. Now remember, this package is the land package. It's 40 starting from 47,300 per person, excluding flight. Please read everything carefully. This is 47,300 excluding flight. So we're going to come and review everything. We like everything we like. Then we're going to talk about the cancellation policy. There is the cancellation policies that we were thinking about, right? Cancellation policy. You get 100% refund within 72 hours of purchasing the package and before the 20th of March. So it's not until the 20th of March. It's within 72 hours of purchasing. So in other words, if you purchase the package sometime in March, I'm assuming the packages won't be available that long, but if they are, it's within 72 hours. So within 72 hours, 100%. After the lapse of 72 hours and before the 20th of March, group flight booking is 95%. Refund rate, okay? And group flights, package fees and group flight is 95%. But flight reservation value, if it's custom flight, it's based on the cancellation policy and the visa is 0%, okay? So you don't get any money back for the visa. So there is a fee for that. So remember, within 72 hours, everything else, there is penalization. And you please read all of this carefully. I believe it's very self-explanatory, but we'll go over it again and again and again. We have plenty of time, inshallah, to go over it over and over again. We promise you we're going to continue to do it. We're going to have recordings every session, inshallah. We'll be posting it bidnillah. All right. So we like what we see. So what we're going to do is we're going to click configure package. Configure package, it gives us room configuration. So now here is where I get to look at the rooming. Now, this program offers, let me make it a little larger, offers double occupancy, which means 2 people in a room, and this price is per person. Triple occupancy, 3 people in a room, and this is per person. Quad occupancy per room. And since my account profile has 1 person, I can only do 1, right? But if you're more than people, you can click plus multiple times. Okay. So I'm going to choose, let's say I'm going to choose a quad and I have to choose a quad here. So I have to choose 1 here and 1 here and then go next. As you can see, the 41,000 and it added the VAT. So it comes to 47,300 that we saw. Now, of course, this wheelchair option is that they will lend you a wheelchair. It does not include an assistant to assist you with the wheelchair. That's one of the options that configure additional services. You might see other additional services that come up later. Then we go to next, and this is the crucial page where you'll get to see here. If it is a custom package, you'll see flights, configure flights, okay? And it will not show you to choose other options. It has to be part of this group booking. And right now, this package has Washington Dulles Airport. It has Chicago, Medina. It has Miami, Medina. And it has Washington Jeddah on Etihad Airways because Etihad Airways doesn't land in Medina. So you'll have to end up, the service provider will provide us either a train transfer or a bus transfer to Medina, which shouldn't be a problem. It'll be quick bi'idhnillah. Sometimes it's even quicker than a connection in Jeddah. So those are the 3 options. So let's say I want to choose Washington Dulles Airport. That's 11,791. Well, I'm going to say, since I'm in New York, I can even take Chicago, which is a little cheaper on Emirates Airlines. There's a price. There's here the timings, general timings. You can go into flight details as well. Excuse me. and then select the flights. And then I'll scroll down to next. It'll automatically calculate, see, 11,000. And the final package for me is 58,349. Obviously, the transportations are included, okay? The arrival route and departure route and so on. And then I click on next. And now it gives me my price, my final price. And if I have the full amount, when the packages are live, it will come directly save configuration. So now if I go back to packages and if I want to do this again, all right, view details, what is it going to tell me? If I want to book again, configure package, and I do this, says you have a pre-selected package. You can purchase the package or delete it by reviewing the package. So I have to remove this first on here with the cart. I have to remove empty your cart. And then I go back to the packages. Now let's look at what another package looks like. Again, I'm going to come here to view preferred package only. And I'm going to look at a package that is a public package, like DS Essential. DS Essential, right? Essential Mecca or Essential Mecca or Essential Medina, you can see that's the package that Sheikh Yasser Qadi will be leading. Again, brothers and sisters, remember, we're going to send you that Excel sheet with all the links. But let's pick the one that would be in phase 2, which is February 14th. This is the Essentials program, Zone M. It's a standard package, Ma'isam. Asfur Hotel is in Mecca. That's further out in Aziziyah area. Then you have the Tulip Inn in Medina from the 10th to the 13th. So that's after Hajj. And there's one that's going to be before Hajj, Ma'isam Camp, which is the one that's 45 minutes to 1 hour walk. All the services, the refund policy, configure package comes to here. Here's the benefit here. In Mecca, you get all quad. It's all quad because it's in a building. But in Medina, you can choose between, this one, you can only choose quad. But in the other one with the flights, you can choose quad, triple, double. All right. So let's do quad. Here you go, 26,950. MashaAllah, for those that are looking for a cost-effective, don't be bogged down with seeing packages that are 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 and saying, why is this so expensive? There are packages for you. There are packages for some people like me and you can choose a package that are affordable and get to benefit also from esteemed scholars. So you're not slacking on anything. You're not moving off anything. You're not losing anything if you're picking a lesser program, and you're not losing anything, and you're not paying over if you're getting the luxury package and you're trying to cut movements or not wanting to walk too much or get a little luxury. It's perfectly fine, even like the Mashaykh had mentioned. So again, there's something for everyone. Look at what you can afford. Look at what package you're looking for, and don't make anyone else feel guilty or feel like, again, alhamdulillah, this is an option for everyone based on their comfort and their acceptance. All right. So brothers and sisters, how are we looking so far? I know it might feel like you're lost, but we're going to go through this over and over again. Don't worry about it. Okay. Do you trust us? Very clear. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Smooth process. Now, but remember, the highlight here, which is the most important thing, alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair. The most important thing is just make sure that you do the preferred, that hard, right? So it doesn't become overwhelming. Because right now you're seeing 29 or 30 packages, but imagine when you see 400, okay? So if you're 3 people and you want to be in one room, yes, you choose the 3 and you click on pluses, all right? There is going to be many flights. There's many flights. There's New York everywhere. New York from Signature, New York in Executive, New York in Deluxe, New York in Premium, everything. Everything is there. We're going to walk through it. Again, just hold off the questions, please. We're going to go through all of this once they do it. We would have loved that they post all the packages one shot, but, that happens. So again, let's go back. Now, let's say you don't want to choose a package with flights and you want to choose because you're traveling from another gateway or traveling from another country or you're dropping off family somewhere. This is the package you're going to choose. You're going to choose the package that is going to be public package. But remember, with the public package, you're sacrificing because some of the times or most of the times you're not going to see a luxury package with public packages. So we chose here the essential package, which is a public package that's going to show in the second phase. It's Ma'isam, it's Asfur Hotel, it's Tulip Inn. I chose a quad. I went to next, 26,950. I love it. I don't need Alhamdulillah, the additional service. I'm going to go to next and here. Public package will not show you a service provider flight. But if you scroll down, you can see select a custom flight. So that's where the confusion is, custom flight versus custom packages. But here is where you're going to select and acknowledge and select the flight. And what happens is there's an embedded tool of an OTA called an Musafir. The Musafir is the one that you're purchasing from, this part. I know it's a very small window. I think we can enlarge it. There we go. And then basically it's going to read to you the rules. All right. Take a moment to read these rules, brothers and sisters. This is the rules to this specific package, right? Or the rules to the general programs. All right. So you can enter until the 6th of Dhul Hijjah for Saudi Airlines or Saudi Airlines. They have that exception. Any other airline is the 4th of Dhul Hijjah. And remember the 4th of Dhul Hijjah, which is the 31st of May with any other airline, but it's 11:59 a.m. GMT, which would be about 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Saudi time on the 5th. I mean, there's exceptions there, but generally speaking, this is what it is. Now, here's amendment options. You can amend or change or request to change passport details, add luggage, select seats, issue boarding pass. No route, no date change is not permitted here. And you can exit from 14 of Dhul Hijjah. So let's go here. I can choose a multi-city. I know this program well. I need to know what this program is again. I forgot, right? So I can go back. I can go back. Let's see. Yeah, it's all about muscle memory, brothers and sisters. Here we go. I'm going to go again to preferred package. See, it's like you're purchasing anything online. Global. Here's a global Mecca first. And I need to be there by the 30th of May, or I can be there on the 31st. Remember the last day is the 31st. And I can leave after the 13th or the 14th of June or 14th of Dhul Hijjah. So perfect. So I'm going to continue on again, scroll down to configure package. And because this is the package that's already in the cart, it's going to tell me you already have a pre-selected one. So I'm going to go back here and click, it pops up. And I'm going to say configure package. See? Then I'm going to scroll down to acknowledge. Okay. And I'm going to enlarge this. Now I know I want to enter on the 30th. So here is a point. I can choose. I don't have to choose to come from the US. I can choose, for instance, let's say I'm booking with my family to Dubai. So I'm going to book my own ticket from New York to Dubai. And I'm going to do a Dubai to Medina, or here, this would be Jeddah. And I want to leave from Medina because my group ends in Medina. All right. To Dubai. Then what I'm going to do is choose 13 June, one traveler. It automatically gives me the dates. And there we go. It's a live system. Now remember, this is a live system, meaning prices fluctuate and you cannot block. Again, I repeat, you cannot book this flight. You cannot lock it in until they go for sale. So if you see something here for $26.95 on Saudi Airlines, that might not be an option available to you later. Okay? When they open up on the 9th of February, which is about more than 2 weeks from now, this might not be available, but at least it gives you an idea of what you're looking for and what flights you're looking for. But you cannot lock in this price. Okay? The only prices that are locked in is the group flights, inshallah. So are we generally clear? If you were to say, can everyone say that maybe they have a little better knowledge now of the system to maybe about 75%? I'll take 75%. 100% is great, mashallah, but I'll take 75%. Anyone not clear less than 75%? I'll take 75%. 90%, 100%. Very good. Beautiful, wonderful. 74%. Okay, we'll work on it. 200%. All right, very good. Jazakumullah khair. So this is the last step right now for now. Again, this is not meant you, Sister Dua, you're confused. What are you confused about? 60%. Okay. So if anyone is less than 75%, I urge you to please register for tomorrow's session with Sheikh Farhan Zubairi, 99.9%. MashaAllah. Please book and watch the video again with me. Watch the recording, and I'm going to go over more details tomorrow as well, inshallah. Custom flights and Hold on one second. Custom flights and custom packages. All right. So I'm going to ask if someone can type up an explanation between custom flights and custom packages. Custom packages, again, remember, custom packages are packages with group flights, finished. You cannot do anything. You book a flight, you book a package, you book a flight, that's custom packages, first, finished. Custom flight is under public packages where you customize your flight. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Sister Dua? Custom packet? Yes. Okay, very good. Alhamdulillah. How do we choose business flight? You can choose business class here, I think. Um, yeah, you can choose a cabin here. So you can choose cabin modify, and you can do here business class, and you can search. Okay. Where can you find this recording? This recording is going to be in the Hajj 2025 webinars on YouTube, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, I'm sorry, our time is up, but I promise you we'll answer a lot more questions. If you still have questions and there's still some confusion, I promise you we're going to go over it again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. There's nothing urgent, okay? Business class with custom flights that can be done offline. We'll have a discussion about that as well. Right now, just top up your e-wallet, 1,000 riyals, make sure that you're functioning. Do a little taps here and there, get muscle memory, and then we'll go from there. I promise you, we'll go from there. I know it's overwhelming. It can feel overwhelming, and I know a lot of you are all excited as well about the Saudia Kidana Towers, the building in Mina. There's a lot going to be discussed there as well, and that is a very viable option with Saudi Arabian Airlines. There's even a flight that lands, 2 days before Hajj if someone's looking for the shortest package. But we'll discuss that also another time. So again, remember, brothers and sisters, we have another session tomorrow. This is going to be recorded as well. Sheikh Yasser Qadi is in the standard package. The other service providers and the esteemed institutes, inshallah, will have them posting, and they'll be posting as well. We'll have many sessions. So don't worry. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., 26th of January, we're going to start with a spiritual session and then continue on like this. So again, I'll take 75% and up. Are we good, brothers and sisters? Kidana package is going to be in the luxury side. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khair, brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you all. Thank you so much for being patient with us. It's been 2 hours. May Allah bless you, and we'll talk tomorrow. Again, we're going to open the peer-to-peer program, the